this your man Jeff A. Smith, jumping off once again on Jump Off Live, and welcome to episode number 30. We made it to another 10 episodes, episode 30 today. Tonight's episode will be quickie style. We'll be covering a variety of stories. You know how we get down when we do the quickies. So we get them in, get them out. As always, you can tune in live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, like you're doing right now on our Jump Off Live YouTube channel. There you'll also find our past episodes, after parties, original ads, and the Anything But interview series. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. And tell a friend to tell a friend, too, so we can get our numbers up. You can also catch us on Zingo TV, channels 249 and also 250 by downloading the app, which is available on the iOS and Google Play stores. If you're on the go, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. Shout out to all the fans in the chat. And as always, please be sure to keep your comments clean so we can post them on the screen. I want to give a special shout out this week to my agent, Promote Talent Agency, and Viva and Lauren Riley. Those are my agents with Promote Talent Agency. They provided me with a lot of blessings as far as getting wonderful auditions and opportunities from an acting standpoint. So shout out to Promote Talent Agency located here in Chicago. I'm joined by the rest of Team Jump Off. We are 3/4 of the team tonight. That dude named Dave is somewhere working, taking care of business, deployments and such, that IT game. So, so we're just the three of us go hold it down tonight, the trifecta. First and foremost, we have JD. What's popping, JD?
Not much, man. Happy to be here.
Yeah?
I keep searching through my closet trying to find different colors to wear. It's hard.
I actually keep a log because I pretty much wear a V-neck every week if the fans hadn't noticed, but I keep a log of which color V-neck I wear because I got a ton of them. Make sure I ain't repeating too often.
Yeah, that's my thing too, man. I don't want to rock the same stuff over and over and over again, but
Yeah,
you know
trolls in the comments.
Damn YouTubians would be like, didn't he wear that 3 months ago?
Right. Episode 17.
Episode 17, I seen him with that damn shirt.
Look, it's right here.
And he said some of the same words this episode too.
I wonder what's the reasonable length of time. I wonder what's the reasonable length of time to repeat a shirt. Is it 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month?
You got 4 episodes where you can repeat.
Okay.
If you're famous, you damn near can't repeat, right?
Right.
Like Steve Harvey. You ever see him with the same suit on?
I can't recall.
I can't recall seeing Steve Harvey with the same damn suit.
I cannot recall. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well,
yeah. Next up, besides JD, he's already spoken, but we have Johnny Dangerous. What's popping, Johnny Dangerous?
What's up, everybody? Glad to be on this Hump Day Wednesday, getting it in, however you get it. But we're here to get you over the hump. Glad that everybody's tuned in. Please remember to comment, participate in the show so we can talk about some things. So with that being said, let's go.
Yeah, that's what's up. So we're gonna do round robin style with the quickies tonight. JD, did you want to start us off? Or I guess we didn't talk about that in pre-production. Who's gonna start us off?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. Just
doing
the clockwise on the screen.
Let me get my article real quick.
What's up? Whoever Facebook user is, glad to have you.
Oh yeah, what's up? Yeah, when you log in via Facebook with our chat, we have streamlined here. We cannot see the name, but if I go to the Facebook page, I can see it. But go ahead, JD.
Yeah, but eventually the name shows up. So
it does? Okay.
Yeah, eventually, certain people I know use Facebook, and you see them leaving their. So I don't know though.
Gotcha.
But anyway, my first story is the 10 most bizarre survey finds. So these are all interesting things that surveys have found out about Americans in general, also just people in general. So let's start with number 1. It says 1 in 10 people think HTML is a sexually transmitted disease.
1 in 10. Okay, I can respect the 10%.
Yep. It says the web page you're reading was created using HTML, the standard markup language used to create web pages. However, 11% of people believe that HTML was a sexually transmitted disease.
Why though? Like, how does that associate with a STD?
HTML,
Because it's a
STD.
letter, man. Like it's an acronym.
Hot hood'em. And you got that hood'em.
Hot testicles
Oh.
may lag.
May
May
leak.
leak. Yeah, there you go. There you
Damn,
go.
got that HTML.
HTML. There you go.
It says, besides HTML, 27% identified gigabyte as an insect commonly found in South America. 23% thought an MP3 was a Star Wars robot, and 18% identified Blu-ray as a marine animal.
You got to be kidding me, man.
We need to know where they surveyed too. I think the region of the country or whatever country they were, I'm sure bears a lot.
If y'all had to guess where most people,
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because I want to
do that.
But you said Texas.
Had to be Southern Texas. That's South.
Next one, it says 1 in 4 Americans think God helps decide the outcome of football games.
I believe that I see a lot of people praying on that.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever prayed for a sporting event.
That's good, man. I haven't either.
I feel like if some people question the existence of God, but if God did exist, I think I would like to save my prayers for something a little bit more meaningful than the Bills game.
JD, you couldn't see God in front of the choir of angels directing him and they sing, and then he look at his godly clock like, oh, the playoffs. Oh, let me go bless the real. Hold on, y'all. Hey, touchdown. Okay, all right.
Exactly. You know what the messed up part is about that is that, I mean, since God is all knowing, he already knows the outcome. So why would he influence anything that he doesn't need to influence because he already knows?
Come on now.
It's like a loop.
Yeah.
It's a crazy loop, man.
Inception.
Yeah.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
That's deep,
next
man.
one. It says 51% of people think stormy weather affects cloud computing.
Hold on, say that again.
I can see that.
51% of people think stormy weather affects cloud computing.
Wow.
So yeah, like handling things on the cloud, you know.
A lot of folks don't know that the cloud exists right here on land. There's factories filled with servers, and JD can explain it better than me, but the cloud is actually in a building. So you can actually take the cloud out if you bomb that building.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Hey, that
you can also steal the cloud, which is difficult to do too.
What'd you say, JD?
I said you can also steal the cloud too. And
yeah.
People store things in clouds, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. It says 1 in 4 Americans think the sun goes around the earth.
You do the math.
It says, does the earth go around the sun or does the sun go around the earth? It sounds like an elementary question. But a 2012 survey of 2,200 people in the United States found about 26% of people answered incorrectly. In the same survey, just over half understood that antibiotics are not effective against viruses. I did know that. As alarming as some of those deficits in science acumen might appear, Americans actually fared better on several questions than similar but older surveys of their Chinese and European counterparts. Interesting.
Very interesting.
It says 1 in 5 Brits would have sex with a robot.
Okay.
Brits? As in
Brit.
British?
Cheerio.
Oh,
right there,
wow.
mate.
It says the survey made by the Middlesex University, whatever that is. Middlesex University.
Yeah, that's a famous place out there, Middlesex.
Oh, is it? Okay, I was gonna say that sounds
name.
made up. I'm just being ignorant right now, though. It says also found that 46% of the participants felt that technology was progressing too quickly, and at least 33% believe robots will one day replace soldiers, cops, and teachers. I'm kind of with them on all of those.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with them on all those. Yeah. Got a few more. It says 40% of people would save their dog over a foreign tourist.
I could see that.
I can see that too.
Yeah,
Dude,
over a foreign
I seen a video today.
I
that
did
bear.
too.
Yeah, the woman, she had like 3 or 4 dogs, and the bear was coming over the gate, getting
Yeah,
ready to
yeah,
attack the
yeah.
dog,
She
and
went
she
and pushed
ran up
that
on the
bear,
bear
man.
and pushed him.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she had a moo on. Don't mess with a mama with a moo.
I ain't
Don't.
see it was a moo. I didn't know she
Thought
had a
she had
moo.
a
I
moo.
noticed that.
Yeah, she had like
She
6
did.
dogs too, man, and they was
Yeah,
about to be snacks.
They was
yeah.
about, yeah.
Um,
Edibles.
it
Edibles.
says
No THC.
it's the next one says American churchgoers are more likely to support torture than those unaffiliated with the church.
I could see that.
Interesting, huh?
Little hypocritical things
Uh-huh.
going on there.
It says 54% of people who attend services at least once a week said the use of torture against a suspected terrorist is often or sometimes justified. White
Wow.
evangelical Protestants were the religious group most likely to say torture is often or sometimes justified. More
Mhm.
than 6 in 10 supported it. People unaffiliated with any religious organization were least likely to back it. Only 4 in 10 of them did.
Lord, strike him down.
Average American. Here's another one. Average Americans think they are smarter than the average American. 55% of Americans think they are smarter than the average American, according to a 2014 survey.
I believe that. Yep.
It says a research organization that uses online polling said while a humble 34% of citizens say that they are about as smart as everyone else, and a dispirited 4% say they are less intelligent than most people. Unsurprisingly, white men are more likely than women, Hispanic, and
Oh, you breaking up there, JD.
That's the HTML.
Yeah.
You there, JD? He was teasing me.
Joking around. Okay, I see you now. I think you're
is
good.
that
Yeah, I think you're good.
okay? Let me get one more off real quick. It messes up again.
That's what she said.
Uh-oh.
The survey found that most Americans don't trust survey results.
Don't trust survey results.
6% of Americans do not trust the results from studies.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There you go.
Self-awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
But that's it for me. That's it for me.
That was a great one, man. I like that.
It was.
I love surveys. I love lists, stuff like that. So, okay, I guess
I listen to a podcast called "Let's Make a List."
You do? Wow,
and
I never heard of that.
all they do is break down lists of different things. Like they'll spend an episode doing like the best foods in Chicago or the best TV shows, and they make lists. Like genius idea.
Yeah, that is a genius idea. Everybody love lists. Yeah, when I be on Yahoo main page and they say the top 10, I'm like, I'm clicking on it. I don't even know. Don't even care what it is. I want to know what number 1 is on that list.
Yeah,
don't fall for the gotcha ones though. There's those ones that you got to click through 40 pictures before.
Oh
you
yeah, I
get
don't
to
do
the
that.
answer.
Yeah. The top actresses from the 40s,
right?
The bikini pic they don't want you to see, and then it's like
one amazing secret that this celebrity won't share.
Right.
30 like, commercials in between.
Right, I'm like, I knew that about Marilyn Monroe, fam. Everybody knew she was doing that.
Everybody.
Did you know that she was a white woman?
No,
I didn't know she was a white woman.
Hilarious. Yeah, man. So I have something on a little bit of a different note, a little bit of a thinking type of topic. So there's this book I read. I believe I read it last year called The Fifth Agreement. It was a sequel to a book called The Fourth Agreement by Don Miguel Ruiz. It's a self-help book that promotes just self-awareness.
Third agreement too.
Right. They went from the 4th to the 5th. There was nothing else before that.
Okay.
But it's a book that about consciousness and just being more aware of yourself and being more enlightened. But he was actually on the Breakfast Club. Charlemagne had interviewed him a few months ago, and I was just catching up on some older interviews and stuff like that. And he made a very interesting point on there that I thought about, especially in the wake of a lot of stuff that goes on with people getting offended, and by racist comments or people getting offended in general. You can be out in public and you see somebody step on somebody's shoes or whatever the case may be. There's many different reasons that we get up in arms, we get offended, we get pissed off about certain things. Especially when people are calling us names or saying things about us. But I think Charlamagne was asking him about how do you feel about when Trump was in office, how he treated Hispanic people and stuff like that. Did that hurt him and did that, kind of rock his soul and shake him to the core with what was going on and stuff like that? And he said the practices that he did as far as the kids in cages on the border and stuff like that, that stuff bothered him. But the actual name calling and dog whistles and stuff like that didn't bother him. And Charlamagne was like, well, why did it not bother you when he would, call people savages and stuff like that, a subhuman, whatever terms he would use, shithole country, stuff like that. He said, this is very simple. He said, if you don't believe what someone says about you, that's how you keep your happiness intact. So if somebody says something about you and you don't believe it, you can let it go. And I thought that was very interesting because a lot of times we as people, we don't believe it, but we still let it bother us. And I'm like, wow, that's profound. So if somebody says, you're a low life or whatever, pick a insult.
POS.
If you don't believe it, should it really bother you at that level if you don't think it's true? And I think that if you kind of try to abide by that or think about that, then I think a lot more stuff can kind of roll off our shoulders when you really think about it. So, yeah, I want to know you guys' thoughts on that. So, somebody calling you a name, somebody saying something about you, if you at your core don't believe it, does that change your perspective, or are you still prone to pop off? No matter what.
I like that.
I think that if you don't believe it, it's much easier to shake it off. I think that the problem with insults is that most of them are usually based in some sort of truth about that person or some sort of undeniable truth about that person. So you can't be like, yeah, I'm black and you make fun of me for being black. Like, I can't deny that I'm black.
Okay.
I can't say that I'm not black.
Okay.
It's something undeniable about me. So the inherent, prejudices that you hold against yourself are what makes insults really matter. Is what, it's really our own shortcomings, our own self-esteem issues that allow us to be weak enough to fall victim to those things. And I think the higher your self-esteem, the more you won't have to worry about those types of things. And that's why you find people who have inflated egos a lot of times are the ones who either talk a ton of trash, or you can say whatever you want to them and it doesn't matter. Like, because they think so highly of themselves and they have such a high personal view that they don't believe it. That's why somebody like Kanye, you could say whatever you want to about him. I don't really think he cares, like, at all, because, at the end of the day, he got his billy in the bank and his fame and his celebrity. And if you don't like him, he'll find 20 more people who do.
Yeah.
So,
that's a lesson that we can actually learn from Kanye West. having that type of self-confidence and self-esteem where people can call you whatever and it doesn't shake you like it would the average person. It's interesting.
Yeah. Very, very good perspectives, and I'm digging the topic. Vulnerability. I think it starts at the ripe age of us being children, being vulnerable. I think that's where it starts. And I can't think of any child, especially as they start school, that does not experience some type of bullying or people saying things that would hurt that child. I think it's a growth thing. It's up to us as parents, and unfortunately, a lot of people didn't have maybe the parents that we have, or are the parents that we are to our children, to where we actually built our children up to understand that what's the simple saying that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt you.
Yeah.
It takes it's a process. It takes education. We have to educate them at a young age to where they learn to understand and have confidence in themselves, knowing who they are. They have some type of identity. A lot of people go their whole life not ever having a true identity, and therefore they leave themselves exposed like an open wound or a scab to where it doesn't take much for somebody to pick at it and they bleed, if that makes sense. And so I think that vulnerability starts at a very young age, and it's up to parents and the community, whoever's surrounding that child, to build that child up to where they become young adults, that they have this confidence and a higher self-esteem, and they've chosen not to allow people or people's words to rattle them, shake them, or make them feel any less than what they are, And unfortunately, in a lot of homes, that's not being taught. And so you got a lot of people that, when somebody does call them a POS or whatever it is, they react to it, whether it may be aggressively or very emotionally, or, they may not even react at all, but mentally it may strike them a certain way. I've learned that we have to grow rhino skin. That skin starting off as a child or as a baby is real soft.
Yeah.
It's real soft. It's real vulnerable. And as you get older, you start growing that rhino skin. I learned, I used to get joked on and catted on all the time, especially about my eyes. Oh, look at you, big eyes, all of that. Man, I learned to rumble with the best of them and start getting back at them. And then before you know it, not too many people say too much of anything to you. You the one, you know what I'm saying, cracking down on people. They don't want that smoke. And so, but not everybody has that ability. So
yeah, I was gonna piggyback off of that too. One thing I've done with my daughter is I try to equip her with both ends of the spectrum. So first and foremost, having that self-esteem, not letting people negatively influence you based upon what they say. But I also have taught her just by osmosis the fine art of roasting too. So if
yes,
somebody
sir.
comes with it, she keeps at least 2 or 3 in the clip.
Ready.
so she can
Chitty, bang,
adequately
bang.
shut them down.
Yeah.
From a joking perspective. So I think, and that, and that's every parent is different. Some parents don't want their kids talking bad about other kids, whatever the case may be. But I've taught her that if you get them with some good ones, man, you can shut them up.
Shut them up for good.
A good balance of self-esteem, but also a couple of jokes in the clip. They know you about that action. That's a good balance from a parenting perspective. So
for sure, man. For sure. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
nowadays
That's
too, I don't
true.
know how. This is another topic for another day, though. I know that us three on here, we're pretty good as far as in the roasting game. We've had our we've had our runs, and we know how to really get on people. But I honestly don't know how I would handle a lot of the cyberbullying stuff. I don't know how I would handle somebody like putting a picture of me on the internet, and then I get 1,000 people,
Man.
in the comments roasting that way. Like
That's
I'm so used to just
level,
one-on-one, maybe 1 versus 3. But I can't, when it's online like that and it's live, and you got so many people putting so many jokes, and you can't reply to all of them. That's kind of tricky.
Well, this is what I learned about the internet, and you guys probably can attest to this. The internet is undefeated, man. It's just it's outnumbered. There's so many clever and witty people out there that you can't beat that. So best thing to do in that situation is to shut it down, close that laptop up. Don't answer your phone. Don't answer your phone. Get away from it. You can't beat the internet.
You fight a game at that. So but folks, Jump Off fans, think about that. So if somebody is saying something to you in a negative manner, if you don't believe it about yourself, if they're calling you something you don't believe that, hopefully that'll help to lighten the load a little bit, so you're not carrying as much angst and anger and stuff like that. Not saying you don't have to reply or anything like that, but just think about it from that perspective. I've found the older I get, the less things get to me, or the less, if somebody has a negative energy, a negative vibe, or whatever the case may be. Whereas before, it may have kind of rattled my day or whatever the case may be, but now I can kind of like fall back and be like, well, that's their problem. I'm good. I'm gonna keep it moving and keep it pushing. And I found that I'm much happier when I let stuff go like that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at the grocery store and the checkout person got attitude, I'm good. You do your thing. Just you live your life. I'm gonna grab these apples and bananas and I'm out. So, you know, you just keep on being stubborn and being,
Yeah.
who you are. But I'm not gonna let that, mess up my day.
I
Wow,
think as you get older, you just realize who you are, and
Yeah,
that like who you don't judge. You don't judge who you are based on what somebody else believes,
yeah,
and it takes time to get to that point. And once you
hmm
get to that point, it's freeing. It's definitely freeing because
yeah.
you don't really care as much, or you realize that my circle. Why can't I talk today?
I got a little bit of that too.
Man, it's Dave's fault. He
that's the
ain't
HTML going around. Man,
HTML.
y'all got that
He
HTML.
got verbal HTML.
God no, boy.
I feel like the longer that you are around this planet, the more you realize that the people who you actually care about, those are the ones who can say things that affect you. The
Yeah.
other people, they can go somewhere.
Yep.
and,
Yep.
and it don't even matter. Either the people I care about or the people affecting my ends. Those are the only ones who I care about.
That's what's up. For real, man. For real. And
Yeah.
as a reminder, as parents, or not even, you don't even have to be a parent. Just think about when the last time you called your niece or nephew or any child in your family or whatever, a young king or queen. Those words, man, they matter. They add up. They build that confidence in these kids. So I charge everybody that's watching to, man, build these kids up, man. Every time you see them, tell them something good about themselves, whether it's
Yeah.
from their smile to, hey, you got some nice shoes on, or, how you doing, young queen? Those little things build these kids up, man. We need to be doing that all the time. We need to be gassing them all the time. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But at the same time, tell them the truth and tell them what it is, but if we ain't building them up, man, we leave them exposed to be broken down by the rest of the world. And so let's build all. And Christina just said something on here. She said she just recently grew thick skin. You know what I'm saying? She graduated in 99. She just recently grew thick skin. Sometimes it takes, process through life and at a certain
Going
age,
through it. Yeah.
to grow that thick skin. And so,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't even realize that you have thin skin until you get jabbed with some stuff you ain't never been jabbed with before. So, that's life. Yep.
Yep. I find that I'm turning 40 this year. I found the older that I get, the more I'm just wanting to have that inner peace and joy and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to be bogged down with drama and stress and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's knowing that, I think it's part of it is wisdom. Part of it is recognizing that, the older you get, the more you realize your mortality. It goes without saying. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be here forever like you thought you was when you was 15. So
and you don't sweat the small stuff, right?
Right. I want to make these years good, man, as good as they can be. So most definitely.
Yeah, no, I'm with that. Like you have to realize that, you only got a certain amount of times to go around this sun. Or have the sun go around us. You know what I mean?
For sure, man.
This chat is on fire. I'm loving the feedback.
It is.
Loving the
a lot
feedback.
of people can relate.
Loving the
Man,
feedback.
sure.
Yeah. Don't let the small stuff get to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, I think we back on Jay. No, we're on John now, right? Yeah.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Switching gears a little bit here. Got a quick little story. You know me, I always got to bring something kind of different. Okay, so bodybuilder who wed 2 sex dolls is now open to dating humans.
Open to?
Open to it.
Dating,
that's what it took,
humans. Yeah. A self-professed pansexual, Yuri Toloko, can reportedly love anything from an image to a soul.
That's fire.
That's kind of deep, right? That's deep.
It is.
Real quick, Deadpool is pansexual. Just so y'all know, Deadpool is pansexual.
Yes.
That's when you can fall in love with anything.
With anything.
Yeah,
with
go ahead.
I love Lamp.
This guy, and I believe Borat is from the same place. Correct me if I'm wrong. A Kazakhstani bodybuilder.
Yeah.
who wed his sex doll after a whirlwind romance is open to dating a human on one condition.
Mm.
They they like his silicone soulmates as well. He dropped the bombshell on the UK-based The Dating Show on Fubar Radio Friday, the Daily Star reported. I was in a real relationship in the past, about 7 years, said Yuri Toloto, who infamously married his sex doll, Margot, in November after dating her for 8 months. He took his time. A self-professed pansexual, Toloco, can reportedly love anything from an image to a soul, right? Let's see. This dude off the chain, man. Nonetheless, it's interesting and important for me, and in the future, maybe I will have a real person, but it's important that she or he likes my dolls too, the muscle man said. That might be a tall order, as the non-synthetic lover would have to live in a veritable dollhouse. The muscle man revealed that he's divorced Margot so he could take up with 2 new plastic playmates, Luna and Lola, the Daily Star reported. Toloco admitted to cheating on Margot with a strange object and a supermarket chicken while she was getting plastic surgery over Christmas. He took to Instagram in March to introduce her replacement, Lola, who apparently, in line with his aforementioned sexual appetites, sports a hen-inspired lower torso. I identify her
as half chicken. Wait, he likes half chickens. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I got a lot of questions. Go ahead.
I identify her as a massive chicken, the Gymshark described, adding that its inflatable lover's navel has depth and can be used as a V and a P inserted into it. I like the process.
Did you say depth or death?
Depth. The navel. Oh, okay. The navel is mad thick.
Yeah, the navel has depth and can be used as a V and a P inserted into it. I like the process of sex itself, and gender, sexual orientation are not particularly important here. Explain the non-finicky fitness freak.
That is the worst sentence. That is the worst sentence that has ever been uttered on this show.
Here
a V and a P.
Yeah, that's him. I didn't make this up, y'all.
That's a big dude right there, man.
It's a big dude.
It's a big dude.
Toting a lot of plastic.
Couple questions off the top. If you have complete dominion over the doll, because it's a doll, you can program it how you want. I'm assuming it's a robot, etc. It adheres to your every whim, pretty much. What would be the rationale behind getting a divorce from the doll when you the one that you literally created that monster? So why would you want to?
She wasn't good. She wasn't good at communicating, obviously.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because as opposed to getting divorced, why don't you just reboot? You know what I mean? Like Control Alt Delete, get some new HTML. I don't understand why you got to go through the whole divorce proceeding.
So she was getting plastic surgery, right?
Which is in her case would just be surgery.
Now, my wonder is, why did she have to get plastic surgery, and where did she have surgery? I think he ran through it.
Maybe you wanted a deeper navel. Perhaps the navel wasn't navally enough.
It wasn't navally enough.
He likes him with the bottom half
chicken.
Yeah, like he want like
pansexual, man.
So top half woman, regular woman, bottom half chicken.
Cornish hen.
I'm trying to see what that do.
You don't want to know what it do. You don't want to know what it do. I guess he'd be okay to call her his chick, right?
Yeah. It's chick, man. Yeah.
That's wild, man. Just when you think you heard it all, I mean, that's legit right there.
Yeah.
I would hope he was doing it for attention, but something tells me he's not. You know what I'm saying? That's like, it's really some people out there, man. Man, that's dealing with some things, but don't even know they're dealing with things. And he probably feel like what he's doing is normal, and we the weird ones.
Yeah.
Y'all weird for liking real people.
Right.
Both of y'all.
To each his own. It seems like shout out to anybody out there who's pansexual. From my perspective, it would make me nervous if I was pansexual, because you can when you walk out the house or walk in the house, you can just fall in love at any given moment, man. You know what I mean? Like you just
and you don't know
thinking
how
about
that's
like how
gonna
much,
pan out.
right?
You
You don't
don't
know
know
how
how
it's
that's
gonna
gonna
pan
pan
out.
out.
I'm thinking about like how much I love food. And my wife would tell you, I love food, man. I'm just eating food. It's like, oh, this food is so good. I love all different types of food. You know what I'm saying? And I just think if I was a pansexual, man, them eggs.
And you go out, you take your wife out to breakfast.
like I'm gonna
They bring
stay
the
here.
plate out, and you staring at your eggs, and you leave her for the eggs. You like, you know what?
Right? That's it's just like
I
it's a little
can't do
too
this no more.
volatile.
We were meant to be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sorry. This cup was getting me right now, man. This cup was getting at me.
Man,
It's just
like,
Oh, okay.
what? I mean, what makes a person
scramble. Hey, I like every type of egg except for what's the
Over easy?
one
Poached?
weird one? Poached. Yeah, I don't mess with no poached. Other than that, I'm Gucci. no,
when
no
it comes to
poached
them
eggs over here.
scrambled eggs, boy?
It's about the poach life. But go ahead.
You're a
Of
real
course
egg
with cheese. You
beater.
got to put the cheese on there, the Mexican cheese. I like sharp cheddar. I'm not opposed to sharp cheddar either. But go ahead. What else
You put milk in your eggs, bro?
You know, I haven't done that in a while. I used to do that, make them fluffier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done.
I can see how somebody could fall in love with some fluffy eggs. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. You know? Yeah, man.
But yeah, shout out to the
Little
pansexual. It
cheese.
just seems like it's a lot because you just never know when you're going to be enamored out there. You know, you taking a walk on a nice little nature path, and you see a plant, and the plant is just beautiful. You know what I mean? And you get lost in the sauce.
And don't let a squirrel run up to whatever.
Exactly. Then you conflict it. Then you conflict it, and you trying to pick.
You trying to
Meanwhile,
choose.
you have a wife or a husband at home.
That's overwhelming. That's got to be overwhelming.
It's a lot to deal with.
That's overwhelming. You. Come home every day in love with something new. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna go out and take a walk. I'm gonna bring something back home with me. Yeah.
I don't care what it is.
I don't care what it is. Something
Animate
coming back.
or inanimate.
You know what I'm saying?
That right? Inanimate.
Yeah. I'm gonna come up.
What's the
today.
word? Might have chat spell it. Inanimate object.
Yeah.
Okay. An adamant object or an inanimate object.
Yeah, man. True story, y'all. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you ever feel like you're a weirdo or you're completely different and you feel out of touch, just think back on this story I just shared with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not calling this pansexual guy either of those things. I'm just saying, just reference back to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And to each his own, man. We're not criticizing him. I hope he,
sure.
as long as he's not hurting anybody else
or anything,
or anything, or any soul or any object, then
you know what I'm saying.
But yeah. The whole world is literally your oyster when you're a pansexual. Just imagine, it just opens everything up, man. When everything's just potentially a mate. Everything is a mate.
A dresser drawer, a loose socket.
Yeah, anything, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, a rusty nail, like anything.
A used napkin. You go. You know what I'm saying?
A ketchup bottle.
Anything.
You know, it's just everywhere. It really opens everything up.
If you get rejected, if you get rejected by a pansexual, you must be God. You must be bottom of the barrel. That's scraping the depths of that barrel. If you
that's tough,
somebody
man.
that like anything,
because even a bottle of the barrel can get chose. You know
exactly. That can still get that work. So that barrel talk.
I hit that barrel. You know what I'm saying? You can have it. Kind of loose. You know? Somebody said, "Can you mate with scissors?"
It depends on your definition of mate.
Yeah. You may be giving yourself a vasectomy, but if that's how you gets busy,
you can do anything you put your mind to.
Exactly. Wifey told me she's not taking me to breakfast anymore. I can respect that. And coffee for her, yeah, she would be definitely married to coffee. So,
married to coffee,
Scissors have holes.
Yeah, man. Wow, opens up your mind, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I
For
appreciate
for
that.
sure.
Back on
What
to
else you got?
JD.
Actually, real quick, I just want to take 2 to 3 minutes to propose a business venture that I have been brainstorming.
Okay, is this a little bit? Is this more unique or more original than your Only Fanatics idea you had a couple weeks ago?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
100% original.
Excellent.
Um, a lot of thought. A lot of thought goes into this stuff.
Mhm.
Like these aren't things that I just come up with like that off the top of my head or
Of
something
course
like
not.
that.
You're a thinker.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm a ponderer. And
Oh my goodness. Okay.
so
Hey, real quick, JD, where do you do your best pondering?
At ponds.
I don't want to talk about where I do my pondering at.
Okay.
Because you know
Yeah,
it's kind of
disrespect.
it's a it's a private pond. That's what
Right.
Where you pond is your business.
Yes, exactly.
Splash.
But anyway, real quick, I've been brainstorming a social media idea. Okay. I call it Chirp. You
Oh goodness, I already know.
already don't doubt me. Hold on. You
My fault.
talk about it's a social media network. You know, you
Okay.
talk about whatever you want to talk about. You get 140 characters. That's it. Nothing more. So you got to be quick with your thought and get it out there into the world. And that's it. You can post videos. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Instead of having people like adding people, you get this thing, and it took me a while to get this one. You get these things called followers, right? So these people follow what you do on Chirp.
Is it anything like this right here?
No, that's Twitter.
Yeah, but bro, it sounds almost identical to, you said Chirp, right?
Yeah, Chirp.
You see that bird icon, right? It sounds a
Yeah, but that's
lot
Twitter.
like,
That's different. It's called Twitter.
no,
Bro, you could at
bro.
least said, you could at least increase the amount of characters or something, man. We can't.
141,
you can't do that, man.
bro.
Why?
It's
But
already
it's
been
different.
done.
It's called Chirp. It's not called Twitter.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Just
what's it mean? If the name is the only difference, is there really a difference?
right. I mean, a pigeon is a pigeon and a crow is a crow, but both of them are birds, dog.
Right. Just like
Hey,
a pigeon is a rat with wings. You know how a pigeon is a rat with wings? It's the same thing.
I get upset every week when I bring you these ideas and people start talking about how, like you, Davis, talking about stop. No, I will not stop. These are my ideas. These are things that I come up with,
bro.
And then you guys are hating on my ideas right now. I sit and I ponder these things and I try to present them to an audience of people who I thought will respect me and my ideas.
Bro.
But apparently they don't, and I don't appreciate that one bit. Honestly,
bro, we love you, man.
Matter factually,
bro, we love you, man. But I you either just slipped into the pond or the water went bad and you've been sipping it. But that's what you just explained. It sounds a whole lot. I'm like almost 99.9% sure that you talking about Twitter, man.
We just trying to prevent you from getting sued. That's
all,
man.
You went from only file suit when something is completely different.
You went from only fanatics,
right,
to Chirp.
The logo that I came up with, I'll try to bring the logo next week. It's a chicken. Like Twitter has a bird, and my icon is red because it's a chicken, like a rooster.
Bro, Bro, I mean, I give you an A for effort, man. If you put this on a piece of paper,
You don't give me an A for effort, give me an E for effort.
no, no, man, no. I will put a sticker on your paper if you put this on paper. I will give you a gold star for your effort, bro. But man, like Jeff said, we don't want you to end up in court and litigation.
Thank you, Charles. Let me be great.
He could be
Let
great,
me be
man.
great.
But it's got to be some originality with that, man. Charles, don't egg that on, man. Don't, bro. You got to change ponds, man.
Pondy replay.
Pond
More fire.
boop, boop, boop.
Nah, man.
All right, Jay. I mean,
You the
we're not here to kill your dream, but
Hey,
you know,
I got
just
more. I got more. There's more to
okay,
come.
yeah, we good. We got a tight time schedule and everything like that. So
Man,
yeah,
bro.
I know Christina
That's
was
fine. We
saying
can
she
move
wished
on. I guess
she
I'm
wished-
done.
We could have saved that time, bro.
I know Christina was saying she wished the show was longer. Yeah, we have that 1 hour constraint due to the Fox affiliate Zingo TV that we're on, so we try to keep it to an hour or less. But we will be having an after party at some point. We got to schedule that, fellas, so we can. For those of you who don't
next
know,
time we get everybody together and I get a nap.
Yeah,
we can do that.
Yeah, do an after party. So sometimes after the show, when the show's off at 9, we'll have another YouTube link, and we'll keep the party going. No holds barred, uncensored, cursing, and everything like that. So we'll do an after party again very soon.
Want to hear me curse?
I want to hear me curse.
I bring the used napkins and the Rubik's cubes. Yeah, it's gonna be a party for everybody and every damn thing.
Hey, big shout out to the chat, man. Chat's popping. Like,
yeah, the chat is on fire, man. That's excellent.
Kind of hard to keep up.
Every single person in the chat right now. I want to say something real quick before I go to the next story. I'm looking right at the camera. I'm looking at all you all. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. I really appreciate it, especially in this day and age. There's literally a million different things you can be doing right now. You can be binge watching that show on Netflix. You can be playing with your kids. You can be eating some good food. You know what I'm saying? You could be going for a walk. You could be at work. Thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us. We really appreciate it. So thank you.
You could be laying next to your plastic, him, her, or chicken. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all, you know.
Or you could be coming up with ideas like chirp.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a Fendi. All right. Real quick.
I got a story real quick too. I'll share it quick.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll share it super quick.
Go ahead.
Basically, the crux of the story. I always want to use the word crux.
Look at you, man. Look at you pondering with the crux today.
Got my the thesaurus game. The thesaurus game is deep.
The thesaurus game.
But anyway, basically, this woman she goes. I think she's in Massachusetts. Yeah. Lottery tickets, gets lottery tickets every day from the same people at the same gas station. I'm sorry, John.
He's trying to look over the comments.
I'm sorry. Told you chat is crazy. But real quick,
chicken head. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Certified chicken head. She was a chicken leg because it was the bottom. Never mind. Bottom half. But go ahead.
All right. Yeah, woman had a lottery ticket. She scratches, usually comes in every day, scratches them off, doesn't win, and just passes it back to the guy who who sold her the ticket. Okay. And he throws it away at his little garbage can underneath the desk. So come to find out, this one time scratches it, throws it away. I guess the guy at the end of the night, for whatever reason, was going through the lottery tickets again and saw that this person hadn't scratched off one of the lines of the lottery ticket. So he decided to scratch it off. Winner, $1 million. So, being the man that he is, he decides to go and bring the ticket to the woman because he had known her for a long time. Brought the ticket to the woman, and she ended up winning the $1 million. They got $10,000 out of it because he was the owner of the gas station. Now, my question to y'all is, would y'all do that? Would y'all turn the ticket in after you knew that it was a winner already, and you just gave it to the person who rightfully bought it?
I have two answers to that question. Now today, would I do it? Yes. 15 years ago, no, I would keep it for myself. Now today, I just because of the reading I've done and the spiritual journey that I'm on, I really am deep into karma and stuff like that. So having a clear conscience, I would do it. I would do that. Oh yeah, that's my answer.
All right, what about you,
Beezy
John?
said, "Hell no, player."
I'll tell you what I do, man. If I found it, you know what I'm saying? I would give it to somebody. I would give it to somebody probably in my household. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about giving. I knew it didn't belong to me, so I would give it to somebody in my household. If that makes sense.
In your household.
Yeah. I give it to somebody.
So in effect, you would keep it. In effect, you would keep it. Is what you're saying.
I would not keep it. I would not cash it in. I would give it to somebody in my household. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about giving. It's not mine. It don't belong to me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I would give it to somebody that dwells with me.
Shout out to Isaiah in the chat. I've never heard of lottery money being considered cursed. That's interesting.
Curse me.
Concept. Curse you.
They have documentaries.
No, I take that back. Please don't curse me. Please.
They got documentaries on that, man.
Oh yeah. I know a lot of times they go broke quickly. I know that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like a certain
lack
percentage
of education.
Yeah.
Lack of education. Yeah. If you've never had a large sum of money, then all of a sudden you get a large sum of money with no education, you set yourself up for degradation.
I got you. Why is Tito still talking about pans?
Tito stuck on that chicken.
that lower half.
The lower half. You know what I'm saying? When he go to Popeyes, he's like, let me get that lower half of the chicken.
Real quick, if anybody wants to be would like to be a guest jumper on the show, please email us at jumpofflive@yahoo.com. That's JUMPOFF live@yahoo.com. We can coordinate that with you if you would like to be a guest jumper on the show. So yeah, because we're always looking to have guests on the show and stuff like that. You will have your own little square on the screen, and you'll be able to jump off with us. So jumpofflive@yahoo.com. Make sure you email us, and we can make that happen.
Love that, man. That'd be a great opportunity. We'd love to have y'all, man.
Yeah.
See all these familiar faces. Some of these folks been jumping off with us since we first started back in what was that? 2010, 12? 2010. Right?
Yeah.
2010. Some of these same people.
Yeah, I want Tito on, but I'm nervous, man.
Oh man.
Definitely the after party, but the main party, I don't know.
That Tito, boy.
Tito, he's a loose cannon, man, for real.
Yeah, he is, boy.
Something else. I agree, Katie. I agree. Ladies' night, that'd be nice. Yeah, Terry said get you on there.
She said we should have a ladies' night.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. That
would be dope. JD, what would you do with the lottery ticket?
Oh man, you know what? Honestly, that is if I'm being honest with myself, that is a very difficult decision.
Yeah,
because I would think about it all the time while I'm spending all of that money.
You would be pondering.
Yep. Think of the ideas I could come up with $1 million in my pocket.
As long as you don't take that $1 million and invest it in these ideas that you've had prior to, because you may lose your money real quickly. And the
idea is to invest the money into the ideas.
Hey, look, JD would wait till he got all the way down to the last 2 cents and give it to somebody.
Paying it forward.
Paying it forward. You know what? I finally know what I want to do with these 2 cents. I'm gonna give it to you. Put your mask on.
Or take it off.
Or take it off.
Your pleasure. It's your pleasure.
Your pleasure. HTML. No HTML. Oh man. Was your second story a quick one, John, or something you wanted to elaborate on?
Oh no, man, it's cool, man. We can roll it to another time.
Okay. I got a kind of a quick one. This there's a company. I want to get the chat everybody in the chat their opinion. There's a company that's selling self-cleaning underwear. You can wear it for weeks without getting smelly.
What?
So Hercleon describes their Cribby
Who?
underwear. Hercleon. One word. Hercleon. Hercleon.
That's a person or a name of a company.
No idea.
Hercleon.
I think it's a company. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna name my child that. I need another kid. Hey, come here, little Hercleon.
Hercleon Johnson.
Hercleon
Jackson.
Oh man.
I tell you.
So Hercleon describes their Cribby underwear as the world's cleanest underwear that one could wear for days, weeks, or even months without getting smelly. Wearing the same pair of underwear for days at a time isn't something that many people do for the obvious reason that they start to stink just like your other clothing items. But a Minnesota-based company, Minnesota, has come up with underwear. Excuse me, I'm laughing. Come up with underwear that are not only sustainable but also self-cleaning. Hercleon describes their Cribby underwear as the world's cleanest underwear that one could wear for days, weeks, or months without getting smelly. The company says the underwear is made of a fabric called Herc fiber, H-E-R-C, Herc fiber, which is a blend of bamboo, John's favorite word, eucalyptus, beechwood, and copper.
Oh.
And underwear made from Herc fiber reduces bacteria and stays cleaner. We do recommend letting them air out for a few hours after a day of use, but by the time you pick them up the next day, they smell as fresh as unworn underwear. So you take them after that long day, you take them off, you lay them down, you know what I'm saying? And you can put them right back on the next day because they self-clean, they air themselves out. That natural bamboo and eucalyptus rejuvenates the underwear. And copper.
You gotta have the copper in there.
So you saving money on detergent. You know what I'm saying? It's the gift that keeps on giving. Would you all wear that type of underwear, fellas? Yes or no?
No, I mean I'm the type of person who I like wearing clean underwear.
This would be clean. This would be clean.
I like knowing that my underwear is clean. I like the act of washing it and seeing it come through the wash.
You brainwashed, my brother. You think you have to clean stuff in order to make it clean.
But all you got to do is air it out. If you just let it sit without you in it, it will cleanse itself.
Yeah. I guess it depends on your definition of clean. Like, what do you say is clean? I guess maybe my definition of clean is a little different.
Yeah. I don't know. To Stevie's point, I don't know if it removes skid marks or not. It really depends on. Maybe there's levels to the cleanliness. So.
Hey, I think it's actually an opportunity for dirty people to be dirty.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Is that you smelling like that? Hell no, I got my Hercleons on. It ain't me. Couldn't be, right? You got me twisted.
They're working on making bed sheets that can last for months. You know what I'm saying? Because you out of your bed for X amount of hours a day, 12 hours, 16 hours a day, you're not even in the bed. So it's just self-cleaning at that point in time. So you got to wash some sheets no more.
Hey, you know what? Somebody's going to die from all of this. Bacteria building. Unfortunately, somebody's going to have to die from all of this, You mess around and catch COVID in your own bed because you ain't clean just your sheets. Because you didn't let Hercleon fool you into thinking that your sheets and stuff is clean, man.
Yeah.
Cause you mess around and have a new kind of bug in your bed with them damn copper sheets. Man.
We'll contact you about a mug, Christina. She says she needs a mug.
For sure.
Any final words, fellas, before we get on up out of here?
Man, thank you for everybody, man. This is
Staphylococcus.
Staphylococcus?
When I say staphylococcus?
That's a staph infection, I believe.
Yeah. God,
but they clean themselves. None of that applies. It cleans itself.
They missing that. Right?
You're missing the point, people. It cleans itself.
Jeff, are you beyond Hercleon?
Mind freak. Behind freak.
Oh, man. But any final words?
If they make Hercleon diapers for babies.
Wow. Now that's an original idea, JD. All right. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Jump Off Live. Please be sure to follow us on social media by searching for Jump Off Live. And we will see you next week.
Look at JD.
Peace and love.
Look at him, y'all.
Keep them thoughts original.
Original.
And ponder.
Extra chicken crispy. No ugly on. Peace.
I'm not even in the show.
Chirp. look at him, y'all.
You have to cut it off because
he mad.
No, I don't.
He big mad.
He big mad, y'all.
All right, we can end the show then.
Peace and love, y'all.
Work that, you gotta hurt that.